Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Android Studio series. In this video, we are going to see about how to create an activity on our own. So basically, we was working in activities before, but we worked in the activity like we'll get into a new project, and here we'll hit in empty views activity. So except this no activity, all these other activities are actually presets of Android Studio. So I'm not going to use the preset of Android Studio right now, so I'm going to create the activity on my own. So let me hit in no activity for now and hit in next. Here we have everything as of like before. So here I wanted to give the build configuration language to be Groovy DSL, and I have to set an application name. So let me say this as Acitvity Basic, and let me hit and finish. So now we have our project successfully created. So here within our project pane, let me expand all. Here you cannot find any main activity.java file or your layout file. So we have to create all of them manually right now. So here, in order to create a layout file, I have to create a directory for it first. So let me right click in resources file folder, and here I'm going to create a directory. You can also say Android resource directory. Let me go directly to directory, and I'm going to save this as layout. And within this directory, I'm going to create a layout resource file, which is going to be activity_main, which is going to be the very first launcher activity. For this, I have to have a Java file. So let me create a Java class, which is going to be main activity. So as we saw while creating our project, we saw that we had no activity, and in the same way, when we right click in the Java folder, you can see that you also have an option to create an activity. You can also use this if you even choose no activity right there, but I'm not going to choose this method from scratch and how to connect them all easily. So here I'm going to, after creating this class, in order to work with this file in Android Studio, we should connect this to the Android application. So we have to extend the class app_compact_activity. So basically you also can choose activity here, which is also okay, but here this won't have backward compatibility, which means it won't work with older levels of API, and there'll be a lot of issues coming up. So instead, if you use app_compact_activity, it will deal those kind of issues for you. So you can choose app_compact_activity. If you want, you can also choose activity if you want. So let me just hit in app_compact_activity. Immediately after extending this app_compact_activity, you can see that we have import android x.app_compact.app.app_compact_activity. We'll also be talking about all these imports in the future video, but for now I'm not going to talk about it. And also we have lots of different overriding methods. For example, onCreate method. Except of that, we have a lot of different overriding methods. In order to see them, you can just simply hit in Ctrl+O, and after hitting Ctrl+O, you'll have a lot of different overriding methods. But right now I'm going to go with onCreate method. So let me say onCreate method. So you have two different options available here, which is public void onCreate method, which will have bundle and a persistable bundle. But we wanted the protected void onCreate method, which is actually only having the saved instance state. So we'll also be seeing about what saved instance state is in the future video, but for now let me say onCreated bundle. So here, once after doing this, we have to connect the XML file to our Java file. So in order to do that, I have to say set content view, and here I should say r.layout. The name of the XML file. In this case, it's going to be activity_main. So once I had this, I will be connecting our XML file to this Java file. So once after doing this, this is not the end of the part. So now when I hit in play for the application, let's see what's happening here. So here I can see that there is an error. So my app is crashing actually. So the reason for behind that is I should say that we have our manifest file empty. So basically we have some code here, but we should say what activity is actually the launcher activity. We didn't define anything. Actually, we didn't even define that we have an activity within our application. So that was the issue, and that was the reason for our application to be crashed. So here, in order to fix that, I'm going to change this application tag to opening and closing tag, and within here I'm going to say activity, and I'm going to give this activity name is equal to .main activity. And I also wanted to say that exported to be true. I should also write some more code inside here. So inside this activity, I should create another tag named intent filter. And here within our intent filter, I'm going to give action to be Android name, and this is going to be the main activity. And let me close this tag and create category. And I wanted to say which activity is going to be my launcher activity. And I'm sure this is going to be the launcher activity because this is going to be the only activity that I'm going to use for now. So let me say this is a launcher activity. And the reason I'm using these both is because I want to, if I'm having a lot of different activities, I have to tell the app which activity is actually the launcher activity, which is the home activity. So in order to do that, I should use these both code. And here the reason I'm giving exported is equal to true is because when I export the application, I should have this activity exported too. So this will actually be done by Android Studio. We are doing it from scratch right now. But basically when you right click and hit in new, and within here when you hit in activities, empty views activity, here you can say whatever things that you wanted. That is, you can say main activity.to, and this is going to be the name of our activity, which is the layout name. And here you can also say that if your activity wanted to be a launcher activity. But in this case I've already chosen the launcher activity, so I don't want to give that. And I have to choose the package name in which the activity wanted to be, and also the source language. Once after choosing all these, when I hit and finish, you can see that I have created another activity. And when you get into Android manifest file, you can see that my activity is automatically uploaded here, and you can see that the Gradle project sync. So basically it will do all the stuff that you wanted to do for you, and it will make you hassle. So now let's test our application once, and if it's working without any crashes. So in order to check whether if everything is working fine, here I had set it on a button right in the activity main.xml file. So let's run and test our application. So here you can see our application is running successful. So yeah, that's it for this video. Have a nice day. Thank you.